Welcome to Smart Conserver.
Have you ever gone on vacation for about 3 to 4 weeks, and when you get home and you receive those light and water bills, it was as if you never left? I know that feeling. It happened to me already, and it was really puzzling me. Even now, I was wondering what really went wrong. Well, I found out what went wrong, and we'll address it. And I guess some of us will never know what really went wrong once we receive the bills. That is why some persons say, no care how them use it, or no care how them no use it, them still going to receive that high light and water bill. Well, for me, I got another chance to see what went wrong and correct it, and this time I nailed it. I got my utility bills to go lower than before, and it was evident that no electricity and water was being used during the time when I was away. You know the beauty about it? It was that I still had a green grass and I didn't lose any leaf of my plants. But how did I achieve that? Let me tell you. Let me start with how I conserved the water even more when I was not at home than when I was at home. The time you take that vacation will result in you using different techniques, and depending on the season may mean more savings as when you may need to do less or nothing at all. Let me explain further. Take for instance, you will be away during the summer months. Then at least at that time of the day before you leave, you need to give the grass a deep soak so that it lasts for a long time. Remember, during the summer months, hotter. So when you water it and give it a deep soak before you leave, you're hoping that it will last for the entire vacation period. For me, I tend to take my vacation during the spring months, where I don't need to water the grass any at all before I even leave, as the time is not that hot. For the plants that I have, it's good, as most of the plants I have are succulents, and you and I know that these can go without water for longer periods. I also have plants that needs watering once or twice per week, and another set that may need watering or even misting every day. Here is how I treat the ones that need watering once or twice per week. I have those plants on a drip irrigation system, and because the timer is attached to a solar panel, those plants receive water when the preset time is shown on the timer. You know the timer I'm speaking of, right? Yeah man, I did a vlog about it titled Drip Irrigation Parts 1 and 2. For the plants not watered by the drip irrigation, I have some watering spikes that are set up, and these can water my plants for a maximum of about 30 days. I will tell you about those watering stakes in another vlog. Let's get on with this one. So, with all that, I gained two benefits. My plants were watered, and I don't need to use the metered water. So therefore, I save on my water consumption during that time that I'm away. Another thing that I do before leaving is to turn off the water from the main source as well. This will ensure that even if someone should come in and turn on the pipe, no water will come out. Also, I turn off all the tanks that I have, and turning them off will prevent the tank from or any pipe from leaking or bursting in case the pressure should increase. Remember, you turn off the main, You see, sometimes people enter your yard and help themselves to your metered water, causing you to incur a water bill even when you're away on vacation. So now let's tackle the electricity. While I'm away, in all honesty, there are devices that I will still need to use or be able to access. These include my camera system. As a result, I have to leave my internet modem plugged in and it has to be on. How else will I be able to see this man peeping over my yard? Look at him. Saving electricity can be easy during that time, as the TV, the cable box, the computer, the radio, those things that you have won't be plugged in or even on. In fact, even the inverter refrigerator that I have, it has that option, where I can shut down any part of the fridge that is not in use. Normally, I have these things in the frozen section when I'm leaving, and the cooling section is normally empty. You see, when I had the conventional fridge, I had to leave the fridge plugged in. Yeah, it was on a timer, but it operating in the same way, it was as if I never left. Now, with the inverter one that I have, I can just shut down the bottom part of the fridge. And you know what it will do? It would save on my electricity, as it will now use less energy to just keep the top half cool. Really, if you think about it, being away from home should really mean that you pay less for these utilities, However, if you're not careful, you will still have the major appliances plugged in and operating just as if when you're at home. Be careful and be mindful. See what you can do and see what you can turn off and plug out. Really, I'm really trying to remove my internet modem from being plugged into the electricity, people. I want it on a battery operated system. Well, hopefully I can get it on a battery operated system before the next time I go on vacation. See what you can do. Lower those utility bills, especially when you are on vacation and not at home.
You have come to the end of another series. Join us next time for more ways to conserve.